What we look for since we started our SPAC about almost 2 years ago, we've been really focusing on companies and, of course, markets more so. And we found, as you said, a tremendously underserved market. I mean, the number one transition that every company, every enterprise in the world is going through is a digital transition, developing a digital agenda. And of course, if you look at it, as you just pointed out, if you look at state and local governments, they are really lagging in that department. So we built a set of technologies now to help citizens in these and the governments modernize.
So here's the question: you obviously were at EMC, you were at Accenture before. How did you get to this place, meaning to start thinking about this space?
Well, we each had great experiences running the companies we ran, and then I had the honor of being on the EMC board. We have been friends.
Lead director.
We had been friends for 30-something years, and then we decided, what do we like to do? And the thing was, we like building businesses. And so this construct gave us an opportunity to go build a great business, to find founders that were passionate, to build a company that has values that are important to us, and to take our experience and help some young people do something special. And this sector, as Joe mentioned, is kind of the last place that digitization really needs to touch, and there's a lot of demand from the citizens for that.
Most of these businesses started in 2011. They're run by young, really talented entrepreneurs. They're in 5 tremendously important areas for you as a citizen. You mentioned before how nobody loves going to dealing with their local municipality to do anything, whether to get a fishing license or renew, pay taxes or whatever you're going to do. So, modernizing that is really critical, and those are 5 areas which we think are ripe for modernization, and they're all cloud-based. Only 5% of all the applications in state and local government run on the cloud. Only 5%. They are way behind, the public.
Why is that? They're just so slow to commit capital?
Well, I don't think they're at the bleeding edge of technology, but they're there now.
No profit incentive, is there?
What's that?
There's no profit incentive.
Well, the incentive, Joe, is to serve your constituents.
No, I know, but that sounds good. But we've all been dealing.
Well,
with municipalities, we know what it's like.
Everyone has their personal story.
Yeah, exactly. Can we now fight City Hall, or
no,
you still can't fight?
Well,
City
I don't
Hall?
think you're going to have to fight. I mean, things that used to take weeks take minutes. I mean, things that you used to have to go and stand in line and sign up, you just do it digitally. And it's sort of the last vertical, if you will, to get with the program, and it's how the rest of people run their life. And so we expect more from our municipality. And the men and women who work in these just don't have the tools to serve you well. Right. And so this is about tools, and some of them are incredibly powerful. But the interesting thing about finding these specific companies, because we looked at a lot of companies to come back down to the 6, is the growth. 4 of them grow over 100% a year. The combined collection of companies, is growing 100+% a year.
So you're going to combine all of these companies together. It'll be an integrated offering. Who do you think of as your biggest competitor?
Well, I think, right now, if you look at the business, nobody has, double-digit percentage of market share. So there's a lot of regional and local companies in there. But I think our proposition pulls that together and provides a solution. And just as important, we're going to have over $250 million of capital on the balance sheet once we get going. And we can use that to add more capabilities and more services and further invest in these 6 businesses that we did acquire.
The real answer to your question is Excel spreadsheets. Most of the government runs on an Excel spreadsheet. It's that, kind of arcane. So giving a cloud-based, more variable-based, more OpEx-based solution to these 5 areas, I think is going to be incredibly well received.
How much do you worry about the IBMs of the world and others who have historically had relationships with cities and states and other municipal governments trying to step in with their own versions of products like this?
I don't think when you think of IBM, you think more of deep integration. These are agile applications that are done, were created in the cloud, that you can consume on demand, at will, quickly.
And my other question is, this is a SPAC, what's called a blank check company. Historically, companies have done, I haven't seen roll-ups like this. This is a lot to do. in one SPAC. Typically, they often go after one or sometimes two companies. What was the thought process here?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't think of it as a roll-up per se. I mean, we are acquiring 6 companies, but each one has their own focus on market, their own market they serve, their own assets they serve, and it's sort of getting behind the 6
And they'll
companies.
all operate independently, or it'll turn into one product offering effectively?
It'll be fairly independently, but there'll be a way to share contracts, you know, and vehicles.
Well, there's 2,000 customers, and everyone looks at the other list and says, geez, I could introduce my products and services to those customers. So
cracking into a municipality takes a lot of time.
Okay.
So if one of your sister companies have done that part of our GTY universe, it makes it easier.
Darn, so I was going to upgrade my stuff to an Excel spreadsheet. So that's not off of the abacus and on. So this is now I'm already behind. Should I stop my course? No?
No, just keep working on it.
Keep going. You're making progress.
Got it.
Joe, before we let you go, can we get a comment on where Dell sits right now after that deal? That's pretty remarkable what's taken place.
Well, as you probably know, Andrew, yes, it is remarkable. And first of all, let me say that the company is performing exceedingly well. Michael Dell's doing a phenomenal job leading the new company. Bill and I both have formal roles. I'm a senior advisor. Bill's one of the lead independent directors. So, you know, we really can't comment, but we got a lot of confidence in what they're doing.